Hey everyone, it is me, Mr. Gaming Guitarist, and I just wanted to make a video just talking about what's in my head right now, because the number one thing that I wanted to tell people that might want to hear it, and also it's just a reminder for myself, it's very important to do what you want to do with your life. It's very important to follow your passion, even if you suck at it, because if you're doing something and you truly love it, but you're not very good at it right now, it's okay, because guess what? Repetition is king. The more times you do it over and over and over again, you will get better, because if you truly love it, that means you're going to continue to work on it. And there might be times in your life where you might feel like, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I want to do it. Your subconscious mind, because you're not used to doing something, if it's new or if it's something that you really love doing, your brain might tell you, no, don't do it. It's not worth it. What's the point in putting on all this effort into something if I know it's not going to work? Well, the one thing that I can say about that is it's all about your mindset. It's all about the thoughts you're thinking about determine your reality. So if you keep thinking, I'm not successful, I'm never going to be successful, then don't be surprised if that's what's actually going to happen, because that's what your brain, that's what your thoughts, that's what your subconscious mind is going to continue to think over and over and over again. But eventually, if you just keep sticking with it and you don't quit, good things are going to happen. Like I remember before watching Conan O'Brien, one of my absolute heroes, one of my favorite people to watch in the world. I remember when he was leaving the Tonight Show, when NBC canceled his Tonight Show, the one thing that I remember the most was he said, if you work hard and you are nice to people, good things will happen. And that sticks to me more than ever. And hopefully, if anyone has never heard that, that message could stick along to you as well. But I'm just doing this as many times as a reminder to myself, doing these videos, whenever I am feeling positive, when I want how I'm feeling right now, or I'm present, I'm only thinking about getting stuff done. I'm not getting distracted. I'm not letting my negative thoughts distract me, because right now, the only thing I'm concentrating on is, well, first of all, driving, of course. You want to make sure that you don't get into an accident, but also, at the same time, reminding myself, no matter what, no matter even if everyone in the world, like even if 1 million people watch this video and all 1 million of those people hit the dislike button on this video right now, it doesn't matter, because it's a process. Like what I said before, even if you're passionate about something, even if you suck at it, keep going through it. It doesn't matter. It's okay, because you have to hammer it into your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is so powerful. It controls 95% of your daily actions. 95%. That's why you have to constantly hammer it in. Just like, when you're trying to assemble something and you need a hammer and you need some nails. Just like for me, it still feels weird to force myself to practice guitar every day, even though every fiber of my being keeps saying, oh no, Jaron, you're too tired, don't do it. I told myself, no, thank you for your input, brain, but I'm in control, not you, thoughts. My thoughts are not in control of me, I'm in control of me. So what did I do yesterday? Even though all I wanted to do was go to bed, it was 10 p.m. I said, you are going to sit down here, mister, or should I say, you're going to sit down here, Mr. Gaming Guitarist, and you are going to play guitar. You are going to sit here and you are going to play. And sure enough, I was able to make my way, and I even came up with a couple of riffs that I never would have been able to come up with if I didn't just make myself just sit down. Sometimes, you know, I like to think of this a lot very similar to meditation, where you just have to almost train yourself like you are a wild animal, where you're going to be sitting down, like for example, because, you know, my passions are YouTube and playing guitar. It's all about just sitting yourself down with it, even though your body, you know, your body is the subconscious mind. You might want to force yourself to just get up and quit and then go back to your normal programming of whatever you're used to doing. If you're just programmed to always look at your phone, always look at social media, or for me in my case, it was always more about spending time with just watching the NBA or the WWE, always doing that instead of making myself sit down and watch, make YouTube videos instead of watch them, or practice guitar instead of watching YouTube videos of other people playing guitar instead. Everything here just always comes down to making sure that you're disciplining yourself. You have to make it a routine, make it a habit, but if you truly love it, it won't bother you. And even if it does bother you, just tell yourself, this is what I really want to be doing, and I need to program my subconscious mind to get used to making, in my case, making a YouTube video 3 times a week, or making sure you sit down and you practice guitar, even if you're doing just bare minimum, picking it up and playing it for 5 minutes. It's more about the process instead of trying to be a success overnight. That's what everything comes down to. And remember, I'm the laziest person I know. So if I'm making a video saying this, then that has to say something, because you just got to program it. Because sometimes, even if you think you're lazy, it's not necessarily even because of that. It's probably because your subconscious mind is so used to doing things a certain way that you don't even realize it's your brain running a program to watch YouTube or watch TV every single day instead of doing the stuff that you want to be doing. So this time, instead of just doing something, now I'm losing my train of thought, but instead of simply doing something or telling yourself you're going to do it, actually do it, and understand it's going to be difficult. Like for me, for example, it was very difficult to break out of that programming, and it still is. You know, of course, we're all human beings. I'm never going to tell you I'm perfect, because I absolutely know I'm not. But if you believe in the future you want, you believe it, you change your negative thoughts, and you tell yourself, this might be tricky right now, but I'm going to be so glad I put the time into practicing, or I put the time into making videos, even if they suck, because I'm sure there's going to be a ton of people in the comments telling me that I suck, telling me I'm a horrible person, that I don't deserve the 18,000 subscribers I have, blah, 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 blah. You got to just tune all of that stuff out. Think about it. Think of your negativity like you're boiling something, like you're boiling water on a stove. If you just imagine yourself, you breathe in, then you breathe out, and while you're breathing out, imagine that you're turning the stove off. The heat, imagine that negativity like it's heat, like it's boiling. If you just turn that stove off, it'll simmer down, and then eventually it'll cool down, and eventually you'll get what you want. But just remember, it doesn't matter if you suck at your passion. Just keep sticking with it, and then you're not going to suck at it anymore.